So it's almost that time, guys. We're less than 1 week away from SoFi's earnings, and the stock keeps on going. We have to break down the charts in this video, go over the indexes as well, what I'm doing overall in the stock market, and of course, with SoFi stock. But first, hit the like button, subscribe, join the email stock newsletter. It's free, and check out my Patreon if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing weekly in my real money portfolio. That is linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Take a sip of your coffee. Of course, as always, we got that double espresso on deck. And let's dive into it, guys. So check it out. Right now, it's about a little past 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast. And we have, by the way, every index right now nicely in the green, with the VIX down almost 7%. So that's looking good. And SoFi is up almost 1.75%, almost 2% at this point, right? And earlier, I think we were over 2%. Earlier, we were at 21.45, so we were up, about 2.25%. So SoFi, you guys probably saw yesterday, and I actually didn't get to make a video yesterday. I didn't get a chance to do that. Sorry about that, guys. But yesterday, I'm sure you saw we sold off aggressively, right? We got a pretty decent drawdown, which I'm sure you guys were thinking about me, or maybe not, probably not. But we've been talking about a drawdown on SoFi stock here for a couple of videos. Yesterday, we got a decent drawdown. We got into the 19s again. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but we went from 22.75 on the 18th of July, which I think was on Friday, right? We went from that point last Friday all the way to 1980. So we did go down about 13%, 13%. We got into correction territory pretty much, right? And on the 5-day, 5-minute now, you're noticing, okay, we're starting to actually recover off of that low from yesterday. Again, yesterday we hit 1980. Now we're putting in a higher low at about $20.90, $21. We're starting to pop off that point. So we're kind of noticing consolidation, really, is what it comes down to here, guys. We're pretty much holding flat the last day, 2.5 days, right? At about 21.30 is where we've held. But again, we did see a dump off yesterday into the high 19s, but that didn't really last long. I mean, if you guys take a look, if I zoom in here, we were only there for what? An hour, if that? Not even, actually. We saw pretty much a flash crash to 1980. Then it rebounded pretty much right back over to 21 plus by noon, East Coast time yesterday. So it didn't really last much, that drawdown. But we did get one yesterday. Now we're kind of coasting in the 21s is what we're doing right now. And on the 30-minute chart, you're starting to see something interesting. And as I was prepping this video, I noticed this, and I was like, oh, interesting. So again, we're less than a week from earnings. Obviously, the stock ran up a lot into earnings. We've seen a bit of a drawdown here, some selling, momentum slowing down. And now I'm noticing a head and shoulders in the making. Do you guys see this right here? We have the left shoulder right here, right? You guys see that right there? We have the head right here. And this could, keyword is could, be the right shoulder. You guys see it right here. And that's if we fail to break out of the neckline. So as of right now, we're under this neckline, which is at about 21.75. That's where we failed back earlier in July. That's where the left shoulder formed. Then we broke out of it, got the 22.75. Now we're back under it. So if SoFi, fails to break 21.75, it kind of chills at 21.50 for a couple of days. That could be the formation of the right shoulder. If it chops around here for another day or two, and then it starts slipping into earnings, or maybe after earnings, right, like it has the last 4 times the company reported earnings, if it starts slipping, guys, I'm telling you, that right shoulder could play out. Maybe, big maybe. And you're noticing it here on the 1-hour chart as well. We have a death cross. We have that head and shoulders arguably in the making. We're actually under the 180 SMA right now on SoFi on the 1 hour. So kind of what I'm getting at here is, we're up about 1.5–2% on the day. You might be happy about that. Heck, I'm happy about that. I own the stock. But I'm also looking at this from, a realistic perspective. I'm looking at the chart as objectively as I possibly can, and I'm like, wait a second here. We're seeing a death cross, which could signal more downside. We're under the 180 SMA on the 1 hour chart. We're under this neckline. We have a head and shoulders in the making. We've seen the last 4 times the company's reported earnings. The stock has tanked after earnings. I'm not so sure that we're just going to rip quite yet here. Just keeping it real. And look, we have 1, 2, 3 more full days of trading before earnings. That's Thursday, Friday, Monday, right? And honestly, I don't know if we're going to see a huge 10–20% pop before earnings. I just don't really see it. So I honestly am leaning more towards the head and shoulders, not necessarily playing out, us dumping all the way back down to like $15 or something, but at least for it to start forming. And by that, I mean, maybe we consolidate another day or 2, 3 days heading into earnings to the point where, okay, that head and shoulders is intact heading into earnings. And then after earnings, it's really fair game. At that point, does the head and shoulders actually play out? Let's say we got to sell the news event. Maybe the stock dumps 10%. All right, maybe the head and shoulders plays out at that point. Or let's say, okay, we sold off around $1 into earnings, $1, $2 from the high, which in this case is $22.75. Let's say we go to earnings chilling at $21 a share. And let's say earnings are a grand slam. Guidance is phenomenal. In that scenario, we might just break out. We might say, hey, screw the neckline. We break right through that. Head and shoulders goes out the window. And then we're just ripping again. Maybe we start going mid-20s, right? So just because earnings they weren't necessarily bad the last 4 quarters, but just because the stocks dumped all last 4 quarters, SoFi's reported afterwards, doesn't mean it's going to happen again. It could happen again, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen again. So keep that in mind. It's a tricky situation, man. And for that reason, I'm just pretty much sitting on my hands. I'm not doing anything crazy short term. On SoFi, yeah, I'm still on those puts. But at this point, I'm down a good chunk on those puts to the point where I'm like, why sell them now? They were a tiny position to start with. Now I'm down on them. Might as well just hold them, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. And if they're not moving at all by the way, they expire mid-end September. So if those puts are actually not, or they keep going down into September, or if things are not looking good, I'll probably get out of them. But for now, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to hold on to those puts. I'm in shares, obviously. And, I'm just holding on, man. I'm holding on. And that's kind of where I'm at as of now. I'm curious what you guys are doing. As always, let me know in the comments down below. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. You might as well do that. I think 50% of you watch here on YouTube, but you're not subscribed. And I think, well, I don't know, actually on Facebook. I post these videos on Facebook sometimes as well. I don't know what the analytics are like there, but either way, follow along, subscribe, join the free email stock newsletter. Check out the Patreon down below if you guys want to be a part of the community more. See what I'm doing in my portfolio. That's the main feature of the Patreon. That's linked down below. And man, it's a great green day today. What can I say? Dow's up 1%. Russell, same thing. S&P 0.6. NASDAQ about 0.25%. What more can you ask for, man? And it looks like the Dow now, we'll end it off here. The Dow is about to hit all-time highs. Round of applause for the Dow Jones Industrial Average here, guys. We actually have not hit all-time highs at all in 2025, at all on the Dow Jones. But I think that's going to change probably this week. By the way things are looking, we're at 44,960 right now, and all-time highs are 45,73. So we literally need just another 100-point move in the Dow, which is nothing. That's like 0.25% move here. So we're probably going to hit that. I would say tomorrow or Friday if things go well. Maybe even today if things end off really hot. We have 2 hours left of trading. Maybe the Dow goes up another 100 points today. If so, we'll be there today. We'll be there today. But with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.